Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video because we are continuing our journey with the new release from Clionadh. They just released 3 new palettes. 2 are remastered, 1 is brand new, and I picked all 3 of them up. So I have Archeo, Paleo, and Oceano from their new release. And yesterday I used the Paleo palette, which is so beautiful. Absolutely love it. If you haven't seen it, it is linked down below, so you can definitely go and check that out. Now, today I think I'm going to use Archeo, and then we'll use Oceano here in the future. But I am so excited for this release. This is the first time they've had matte shadows in their collection, and they are so buttery smooth. But you guys, before we jump into it, if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell for notifications of new videos. If you like this video, make sure to give a big thumbs up. But if you want to see how I got this look using the Archeo palette, just keep watching. Okay, you guys, so yesterday I used the new Clionadh Paleo palette, and today I want to use the Archeo. So Paleo and Archeo are remastered, and this is the first time they're introducing matte shadows into their collection. This is the color story. It is very beautiful, kind of subdued. So you've got some of the like mossy greens, mauvey tones, like blush, and then this entire row is shimmers. This entire row is mattes. Now, if you haven't seen the Paleo video, I will link that down below, and then I plan on using Oceano tomorrow. Now, there's on the back of the carton, it's not on the back of the palette, there's no details on the back of here, but on the back of the carton, which I don't tend to keep, but the palette is broken down on here. So there's mattes and shimmers, multichromes, metallics. So there's different formulations in here. It tells you all of those different shades, and then also tells you the breakdown of those colors. So you have the Ritual Quad, and so when you're looking at this, it looks like these right here are 3 different quads, and they're breaking them down on the back of the palette. So these first 4 shades are the Ritual Quad. These 4 shades are the Excavation Quad, and then these 4 are Topography Quad. So there's 2 shimmers, or 2 mattes and 2 shimmer chrome different formulations in each of those. But this palette has multichromes, metallic, duochrome, and that's it. Whereas the one yesterday, Paleo, which is still sitting on my table, this color story is so gorgeous. I got so many compliments on this when I went out yesterday with Jamie, Luke, and Rob. But these have different formulations in here, like a satin and then a shimmer. So depending on what you're looking for, and then just a sneak peek of Oceano, in case you don't watch the other video. This color story, very like tropical, summery tones for me. If you want to see this, look for it in the future. I'll end up linking all of them to each of their videos if you're watching this in the future, so you can go and find all of them. But I'm excited to dive in. I want to swatch these, see what they look like on the skin, and we will discuss and figure out the way forward. Okay, swatches do not disappoint. The mattes are so beautiful and smooth, buttery to the touch. And then the shimmers are breathtaking. So looking at these shades, and at first I was like, do I swatch them in their quads or do I swatch them by row like I usually do? And I did it by row, and looking at them, I'm like, okay, I can still get a feel for them and the shades that I want to use. Because I also don't know that I would be doing my eyeshadow with the quad breakdown. I like them. I like the concept. But I don't know that I vibe with all of those colors. So like Sulfur and Neo, beautiful shades, but I don't know if I'm feeling those right now. Although they are bright and that beautiful pop of color, Neo is that gorgeous like baby blue, and it looks like it has some like purple glitter in it. Then you have Glyph, and you know I gravitate towards a shade like this. It is purple with like orange and gold glitter. So beautiful. Now Sundial, it's pretty. It's that like burnt orange kind of shade, and it's not my favorite. But then you also have Artifact, which is kind of a, like, it's not quite a rose gold. It has more coppery tones in it, but it is so pretty. And then Terrain right next to it is that like mossy green with golden orange glitter shifts in there. I don't know what I want to use. I do know that I like the shades Fragment and Lichen. That mossy green and Lichen is definitely really pretty. It's kind of like a jungle green. But then I'm also leaning towards Monolith, which is more purple than Fragment. Decisions. So let me go ahead, prime my eyes, take a closer look at these swatches, and figure out what the heck I want to do. Okay, I figured out what I want to do. I'm kind of excited about it. And I'm choosing from 2 different quads. The first shade I'm going to go into is Fragment. This one I'm going to put into my crease and my outer V with my fluffy crease brush. There are some interesting pressings in each of them. So there's the traditional Clionadh pressing, but then this palette has like different things having to do with what they're named for. Like the Dead Sea has the fish skeleton. Have you guys been watching the Olympics? I don't watch all the sports, and I will say I do like, so I think I've been watching it on Peacock, their app. I do like that I can just kind of hop around with whatever sports I want to watch. Back in the day, when we just had cable and we didn't have apps that worked on Wi-Fi in your cell phones, I would sit and I would like look at the TV guide, because back in the day we had one of those. You waited for it every week to come out to see what was going to be playing. It was in the newspaper, or you could buy it at the store because it had little articles. But I would go through and I would like write down all the times of what sports I wanted to watch, and depending on where they were in the world, like what time it would be in Florida. I'm dating myself so bad. Mind you, I turned 40 soon. But I think it's funny because like I talk about this with some of my sailors and they're like, a what? A TV guide? What? I mean, there's still people who have cable and don't use Wi-Fi and the apps and all that stuff. I do like having everything nested together. But this year with the Olympics, I'm like, ooh, this is so easy because like I can watch, I love gymnastics. I love the choreographed swimming. I forgot what it's called. I'm going to go into the shade Lichen. Also going to pick it up on my fluffy crease brush and just place it before I deepen it up. But we were out yesterday with Jamie and Rob, so we weren't sitting at home watching the Olympics. Well, when I was prepping everything, I just had it on in the background. And like that's the other thing, I was watching the podium the podium practice, and I was like, this is boring. Granted, it's practice for them to get comfortable on the equipment that's that's there in Paris. They've been doing a lot of stuff. They've been doing everything that they've got to do for the Olympics, and there's a lot that goes along with it. I started watching and I was like, let's just get into qualifiers. Well, I start the first one. I didn't realize it was the artistic gymnastics, which I always miss. Like I can never seem to find it. It's never one of the like mainstream ones that you find. And it honestly just depends on like what channel is playing it. So I finally, like, it's on there and I was like, oh, I get to watch this. I love the different types of gymnastics. I tried doing gymnastics when I was younger. I'm not good at it. I'm just going to switch to my compacted smudge to deepen this up a little bit. But yeah, so let me know, what are your favorite sports if you're watching the Olympics? I'm sure there's other ones that I can't think of right now, but I love the gymnastics portion. And synchronized swimming, that's what it's called. It's not choreographed swimming. The synchronized swimming. I don't want to deepen it up too much because I know I'll end up adding some in later, but I just want to get an idea of what it's going to look like. So I like this, like, it's not mauve. It's kind of like a burnt, like a pale burnt red. Pink, burnt pink. I like how it's peeking out of the green. I'm going to go into the shade Neo. This one I'm going to pick up on my middle finger and place it in the center. Oh, that is so pretty. And I'm gonna have to finesse this outer corner just to like, I'm gonna do that real quick. Just to brush this blue back a little bit because it kind of covered up the green more than I would have liked. And then into the shade Sulfur. Alright, and right here in the inner corner, just placing that. There's kind of a divide in them. You just have to go back and forth to marry them together and to get that shift just like that. And these pick up so well with a dry brush. I'm going to pick it up just a smidge right here in the inner corner. Alright, this eye, some base products, and we'll come back to finish off the eye look. Okay, you guys, let's dive back into this palette and finish off this eye look. Coming together very beautifully. I'm liking how these two marry together. I'm going to dive back into Fragment on my small compacted smudge brush. Now into the shade Lichen. This one, just placing in the outer corner. And we're going to switch over to my larger compacted smudge brush. And get some of that really pretty green smokiness. I'm really liking these colors. I'm really enjoying this fruit lighter in the shade Bitter. I used this yesterday when I did the Paleo palette. I got so many compliments on it. It's just so beautiful. Very, I would say it's like twinkling stars on the skin. And that's exactly what Jamie said. She was like, I can't take my eyes off of it. It's just so shiny and the light hits it just right. At first she's like, are you just wearing glitter? And I was like, no, it's a highlighter. She's like, it's just twinkling. And it was so gorgeous. Right here on the brow bone. I want to order more, but I have to wait until I get situated in Germany because I don't know my address over there. And I don't want to have it shipped here and then not be able to use it. It's so pretty. Just the way it is on the cheeks and the eye, like, so gorgeous. Alright, I need to go do brows, liner, mascara, and lips. I will be back with the final look. Okay, you guys, I am back and this is the final look. I did actually make my eyeliner a little bit longer. I haven't done that in a while. I've been kind of keeping it short and stubby. But I kind of brought it out a little bit more just to give some length to the eye. Otherwise, I'm loving these palettes from Clionadh. Let me know, are you picking them up? Do you like the color stories? Do you like multi-chromes, duochromes, the different shimmers? The textures are so beautiful. The way they blend together, the mattes are superb. I am loving this. And I have one more to use, try out. I'm going to do that tomorrow and just bring the whole collection together. I will probably at least take one of them with me. I'm leaning towards the Paleo palette. That one is right now my favorite with that color story. But you guys, let me know your thoughts. Put it in the comments. We'll have that conversation. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell for notifications of new videos. If you like this video, make sure you hit a big thumbs up. Until my next video, you guys, bye. I'll see you in the next one.